comfortably where he is.
Sweden or Korea.
Not a bad place to stay at all, Ben. I love both countries very much, but I would like to see both of these guys at our finals in Long Beach as well. Very recently was actually the first time I ever met Sortof in real life at DreamHack. Seemed like a very nice guy. Back then I said like, hey, hope we make it to our finals, man. We could use some non-Koreans. Otherwise it's going to be one big Korean party. And he's like, I'll try, but it's going to be very hard against MC. So far he put up a really good fight in this sort of crazy unorthodox best of 5 that we casted. I do not really feel that we casted a single really standard PvZ as we know it.
Yeah, that's. I think that's like super true, and I think part of that kind of just comes back to MC. He's
not your standard pro.
No, man. Like what? Once upon a time, what MC did was the standard because everybody copied MC. Now the matchup has evolved a little bit, and MC still does MC stuff.
Yeah, a little bit like Huck, kinda.
Yeah, a little bit. Sortof, on the other hand, is a fairly standard Zerg player. At least by the standards we've come to know.
I agree. I think he's pretty straightforward Zerg. Doesn't really pull off crazy strategies. Is not a big Mutalisk player either. I would say 9 out of 10 times just opens up standard 3 hatch before doing anything else really funky. So yeah, I would say he's a pretty standard Zerg, at least in this matchup. His EVZ is quite different. Oh, the hatch was a little bit misplaced. I already felt that, but that's how you often feel when you watch a game, and then it's always like, okay, I guess it's fine. But this time it was really misplaced. Perhaps Newerth Ben taking the best of Sortof over here in game number 5.
There's a lot on the line, man. This is probably his, to date, the crowning achievement of his career. Do you know what or do you know, is there any story of Sortof prior to StarCraft 2?
That's, I don't think so, man. I really think this is the first time that he's playing RTS competitively. He was definitely not a Warcraft 3 player. That's a good question, man. I've never thought about that.
And I don't really know him from the Brood War days unless he played as somebody else.
Maybe as a barcode. Maybe he was the first guy ever to use a barcode.
Use the original barcode.
Imagine if there's just once upon a time that this guy was like actually a really famous player and like everybody else in the world uses his name.
That would be pretty funny. Forge Expand opening here for MC. Sortof is also doing the normal thing. He's got the spawning pool into Natural Expand into a very fast third base. Metropolis, a map that I like a lot. You know it, Kev. It's it is one where we're prone to seeing the all-ins, but it's also one where I feel like Zerg has a great freedom of creativity. It saddens me that things like Nidus play has not become more standard on this map.
There has to be a reason for that, man.
Because I guess the people just aren't as good as me.
I think it's just often hard to pull off Mutalisk in the start, and people are afraid if you play against Target, you just fall too far behind.
MrBitter versus MC would be a 100-0 on any other map, but on Metropolis,
you have a good shot. You're
99-1.
You're really confident, right, on Metropolis?
Of course.
Like, are you confident enough that you'd say you take out a professional Protoss player?
As long as he doesn't open Phoenixes.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
You think why don't you ever test it?
I don't know. I've never.
Like, if I would feel like that, I would want to test it immediately. That's what I always do.
When it was on the ladder, I probably played 15 ZVPs on this map, and I think I lost 1.
Yeah, but it's not the same as a professional
player. Yeah, that's
player.
true.
+1 is we are on the way for MC. So far, there are no signs of his target yet, but he has the gas for his target. I actually kind of feel Stargate, man. Are you feeling Stargate? Feeling Stargate? Stargate, guys? It's going to be a Robo then? Oh, that's the simulators are going down 6 minutes and 20 seconds, so that actually kind of gives me a Robo feeling. I might be completely wrong once more. But I think
never know with MC, man.
Yeah, so hard to predict MC. It's like the worst thing in the world is commentator. It's like, I don't want to cast MC.
I don't want to say it because if I'm wrong, I'm going to look stupid.
I mean, you always look stupid casting MC. He's down 5 workers right now, 6 minutes 50 seconds into the game. That's kind of sad. It's actually going to be a Twilight, man. Like, that's the last thing that I expected. That's why it's hard to predict MC. Like, how often do you see people go 1-gate Twilight on Metropolis?
It's also one of the things that makes him such a brutally powerful and successful tournament player. He's unpredictable. He does his own thing, man.
Yeah, man. Just say it.
All I can think of is that Stalker's got a voluptuous booty. Look at it shake when he walks.
I would love to hear the sound that they mark. I actually think it would be an awesome addition to StarCraft 2, like a metal sound, like click, 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 click. No?
Yeah, a little metal spider. Yeah. Uh-oh, don't get on that creep. little metal spider.
Because then, like, instead of click, click, it's not like...
Man, he looks like he's going so slow when he goes this way. He does.
Zerglings are kind of chasing this little stalker around. Behind this, sort of just droning up once more quite hard, Ben. He's up to 55 drones. And he knows, like, I'm not that afraid of what's going on right now. I think I can go back to droning. That's exactly what he does. Such a big game for sort of this stalker of MC.
It's Grease Lightning.
Yep. Grease Lightning. Oh, Grease Lightning. I don't know anymore, man.
Yeah, I don't know the words either. Grease lightning, go grease lightning.
Season. Different song.
Different song.
More
Same bad movie.
More and more gates going down right now. 3 more gates, so it might be a very big Blink Stalker +2. But then again, it also kind of looks like FC wants to go up to 3 bases with all these sentries. It's really hard to call right now. But now there's the Warp Prism right now. Maybe he just wants to force field something off. Great scout over here with the Overseer. But if the Overseer does not spot the Warp Prism, I still think it's kind of hard to really figure out what's going on.
Kill that Changeling. Of course, he's going to kill the Changeling.
Overkill even, man. 4 shots.
I think the Changeling death animation is my favorite. I know I've said it before, but it just looks so funny. Little purple guy like waves his arms and then falls over.
Destructible Debris is taking a lot of damage. It's one of the cooler ones. I think Marine, there are a lot of cool...
yeah, Zealots killing Marines or Dark Templar. So we got 4 sentries in a Warp Prism going to the main base and a bunch of Blink Stalkers going towards the natural.
And they're going to try to blink in the main base, but sort of is going to try to push these Stalkers as far away from his base as possible. Oh, MC, you're going to have to be careful right now.
Oh, it's a lot of Lings. He's got to be so incredibly careful. Warp Prism.
So sort of probably really wants to fight close to his creep though.
Well, if he gets up into the main base, it's just GG. If sort of can stop it.
Blink over here, Ben. Oh, sort of. You're really going to have to hold your ramp. He still doesn't know about the Warp Prism. MC has done such a good job hiding it. Oh, no, he's going to fight. So now we know.
Yep, that's exactly what we're going to see here. Force fields do go down, and it's a favorable position for MC, obviously. Sort of's just going to say, all right, well, I guess I don't want to fight here.
MC can still try it, though, but now I think sort of is figuring out what's going on. Ben, look at the supply count. 174 against 103.
Yep, sort of is macroed impeccably at this point, Kevin. He's got 61 drones.
Maybe he can just force field the army within the main base.
That's another possibility. MC might go for something like that.
It's so hard for sort of to figure out how he should position his army. Where are the force fields, MC?
Oh.
Good force fields, I'd say.
Roaches from the back are going to be mostly dealt with. Those were pretty good force fields. That's an aggressive blink from MC. Right on top of those retreating roaches and a huge warp in. It's 110 supply to 150.
Only 25 army supply down right now. He has blink, he has +2, he has the better upgrades. There are no infestors on the way. MC can do this, but there are almost no more force fields, man. It's going to get more and more scary right now.
Man, he's just
MC,
waiting for that right opening. I don't know, Kev. He's like...
I'm so curious to see where he's going to take this. How is he going to execute this? Does he still want to force with him within the main base? Sort of knows about this, though. Such a good read by Sort of, keeping units on the high ground. Also making his life so much harder, because he has to get enough units on the low ground.
Oh, and he's going to walk up to the edge of this creep. Sort of just going to come in with everything he has. Not really any force field being cast at all. MC's going to have to really micro for his life here.
I don't really like those force field at all, man. He's losing a lot of Stalkers, but he still might have enough Stalkers. Those +2 upgrades really kicking in. Oh. We see Zealots joining in the mix right now, and sort of his supply is so much lower than it was before.
The supplies are getting closer after every engagement. It seems like it's not going that bad for MC. More good blinks by MC, and sort of again pushed back. This time, though, MC did lose some units.
Drones even being pulled right now, but this might actually be the final hold for Sort of. Roach is getting still a lot of
she's just like, all right, peace.
Not now. Maybe later. Infestation Pit being more thin right now, but I have a hard time imagining that this fight is going to last until infestors spawn with Fungal Grove. It's probably just going to come to the conclusion real soon. Stalkers, don't be cowards, just fight. I know it's comfortable sitting in that Warp Prism, but fight! MC is going to need you right now. Well, if MC falls back, man.
If he takes the third base, I don't really see him defending it.
If they fight off creep, I don't see really Sort of taking out the Blink Stalkers. Upgrades are going to get much better right now for Sort of. He's already on 1-1. He's working on 1-1 for the Lynx as well. 1-1 the Roaches now only. Wow, I think Sort of made an excellent hold there, Ben. That was pretty sick because he had to worry about the low ground. He had to worry about the high ground, but he did it. He always had enough units on the high ground to make it hard for MC to pull it off. He's going to try to counter right now. I'm not sure if that's the best decision. Warp Prism in the main base.
Uh-oh.
What's in it? Oh,
Zealots unloading, and sort of army is mostly out of position.
Nice
MC's got 7 gates. He could warp in a ton of gates if he wants to, but he's just not going to bother.
We know about God Save the Queen, but we know Sortof saved the Queen now as well. Did it very well.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, and the Zealots are going to be ushered out.
Usher, usher, usher. Oh. I really like this song Climax. I told you about it, right, man? So why do I care? I care at all. Well, you don't know it, of course, because you hate music.
I don't hate music.
You hate my music. I know that's true.
Well, yeah, that's more true.
But you like the No Lie song. No Lie.
Oftentimes, you'll like borrow my truck to drive to the store or whatever, and I'll get in it the next day, and radio will come on. It'll be some stupid song on some stupid station. It's like, oh. And I get mad. I wish I could program my radio to just not go on this station.
Good fungos over here by Sortof. He did lose the Queen this time, but he's going to clean up these 3 Zealots. So I think he can sort of live with that. Sort of live with that. You saw that? It wasn't totally not on purpose. Only 46 probes for MC Ben. But as silly as it is not that bad right now, because this has been going on for such a long time that he's going to mine out his main base soon. And I think what he's going to try to do is just max out on a really sick Protoss army with an insane amount of Stalkers and just transfer these probes into his 3rd base and then just make that one final deciding push, perhaps even with +3 Blink Stalkers, a couple of Colossus, and try to hit before Broodlords. He does not want to go to 4 bases. I don't really think so.
There are 2 Colossi out, and MC is actually going to go ahead and push out on the map once again, and perhaps just trying to clean off whatever vision Sortof might have.
Why are there Russian signs on the Metropolis? I wish I speak Russian.
Maybe this is the Russian version of the map.
Then probably all units are drunk. The Colossus, go home, you drunk.
Sortof is out on the map with a ton of units. MC is also pushing. He's got 170 supply.
Oh, Sortof, his army's kind of split up, and it's caught up in the middle.
This is a little bit of a problem for Sortof, as he is going to try to retreat, but he's losing a ton of units at the same time. He is counterattacking with his Zerglings down at MC's 3rd base.
Oh, there's so much action all around the map right now. He's losing so many units. What a good Zealot warp in. If this cannon stays alive, maybe use... Yep. Yeah, wow, he keeps it alive. MC, fantastic warp
Zealots in the main cleaned up by Sortof, so nice multitasking there from our Zerg player.
But still,
MC's pushing forward onto Sortof's creep, but the brunt of Sortof's army down in MC's 3rd base. Oh, man, crazy race starting to unfold here. Stalkers blinking forward, and they're going to try to kill as many of these infestors that they possibly can. MC's going to kill most of the spine crawlers. He needs to get his Colossi moving again.
Pongos lands. Roaches will take out this 3rd base of MC, so it's pretty much all or nothing right now. There are 7 Corruptors on the way, Ben. If those 7 Corruptors kill these Colossus, MC might still be in trouble. There are plenty of spine crawlers left. Nice forward blink.
Kev, it all comes down to this. The winner of this final confrontation will be coming to the finals in Long Beach. Corruptors coming forward. MC might want to try to micro his Stalkers or his Colossi back, but it does not appear to be watching. He just wants to keep pushing forward.
Only 1 Colossus remaining. If this Colossus falls, MC, your life is going to be so hard. It dies.
The Colossus does go down, and MC's supply continues to plummet, Sortof at 130, flanking with the Roaches. And I don't think there's anything MC can do. I think the upset has occurred. Sortof, the Swede, cleaning up just about every one of MC's Stalkers, and MC is in a world of trouble.
I really did not expect that, Ben. The moment that MC made that warp in over here, the moment there were Zealots in the main, and he was catching units left and right in the middle of the map, I did not see a world where Sortof was somehow going to turn this around.
Well, it looks like he's got all the momentum
that decision-making to go for the counterattack, sending those Roaches, taking out the Nexus, that really marks a great player. Then in that phase of the game, when everything is so crucial, when a terrifying Protoss army is knocking on your front door, that you have the balls to send Roaches out to the other side of the map and take out that Nexus. I find that amazing.
You know what they say about Swedish meatballs, Kev?
They are delicious.
Not where I was going to take that, but Sortof is going to fight against MC.
Actually, you missed some really great forces by MC, Ben. MC just killed so many Roaches, but he's going to need to do more than just that, because of course the transition into Broodlords is ready.
Yep. You know, it's not over yet, Kevin. MC's still hanging in there, as he's kept a number of Blink Stalkers alive. He's going to plant another pylon out in the middle of the map as he is pushing forward. He's retaken, I should say, his third expansion, but somehow in the midst of all of this, Sortof has Broodlords out.
Yep.
Oh, and he's going to catch a couple of Stalkers as well.
That's a very weird forward blink. He only gets 1 Infestor. 4 Stalkers for 1 Infestor. Certainly with the economy that MC has, not a very good trade.
No, indeed not. MC is going to just kind of back off of this. Where are the Broodlords morphing?
No, they're only
okay, they're morphing in the naturalist. 1 out, 2 more on the way.
But the biggest thing is, like, this 4th base man is mining so nicely, and even its 5th base is up.
Yeah, I mean, the longer the game goes, I think the worse it gets for MC at this point.
I think every second right now is kind of like devastating already for MC. Sortof is mining so much more. I'm actually surprised by the few amount minerals Sortof mines, because it feels like his economy is like off the charts. It's only 1,600 minerals a minute against 1,100 of MC. It feels like it's so much worse.
But the thing is, it's been a consistently 2-base MC against a consistently 3-base Sortof. So
when behind, Ben.
Yeah. So also upgrades. Upgrades have been a big part of this. Sortof's finishing up 3-3. MC did get +2 very fast, but he kind of stopped upgrading after that. So
I would have lost C +3. I think he would have been able to snipe the Corruptors much better. I felt that MC threw that better, man. Like, I thought that was a winnable engagement for MC if he would have microed his Colossus a little bit better. The first one just died. The second one just sitting there.
He didn't ever pull him back.
The last one died against like roaches and lynx. Like, that's not the MC that we know. Anyways, Ben, you missed my little setup. Went behind.
Your Dark Shrine?
Yeah, you missed it.
I did miss it. I didn't see it on the production tab there.
10 seconds left for the Dark Shrine to be going up. There's actually not a single bit of detection all around the map. So if MC sort of survives, we're getting like one Dark Templar over here, and he's going to be able to warp in DTs over here as well. Those DTs might actually be able to deal so much damage. And if only... Oh, there's an Overseer in the mix over here. Okay, so those Infestors, they won't die.
4 Dark Templar are going to make their way around to the top left, which is essentially all of Sortof's economy.
There is no detection there anywhere. Beach Ball's being spawned right now. Those infested Terrans will deal some damage. There is a little bit of hope left, man, for MC. Are we going to have 7 Koreans after all? Because the Dark Templars are going to make the most epic comeback of all time. Does MC even know about this base? No, he doesn't even know. Yeah,
he's taking huge damage at his 3rd right now. Sortof is just getting crushed up at the top of the map, but I don't know if it's going to matter. I don't think MC has an answer to this army, Kevin. This 180 supply of Broodlord, Infestor, Zergling, Roach. I mean, it's just a really brutal army composition for MC to deal with. And I don't know what he can do. He's going to try to morph some Archons. He's going to go for the big suicide blink, almost certainly. He's going to wait for that one good moment when there are a couple of units to fight. I actually think this would be a pretty okay moment, but imagine if he force fields all those roaches and lynx into the main base. Now might be the time. Look at the Dark Templar. With the Dark Templar, I think MC should really go for it. Come on, MC, go for it. He is trying to push forward. Broodlings are really tangling everything up. There's the big blink. He does get up underneath. 1, 2 Broodlords are going to fall. More Stalkers coming forward. This is probably it, the deciding moment of the game. More Broodlords falling, cleaning out the main base. No, man, this is not happening. Every Broodlord does go down. Can MC salvage this game? No, this one actually just barely survived. The Dark Templars did get cleaned up. All these units are going to die as well. Of course, MC has so few units remaining. He has only 15 probes remaining. He only has this Nexus survived. MC is still sort of alive. He's down about 30 supply. Oh, there are 6 Broodlords on the other side of the map. Okay, that's more than I thought. Yeah, 9 Stalkers out for MC. MC has not really much in the way of bank right now. He could have split up his Dark Templars much better than he actually did over here. If he would have taken out this base as well, man, I would have said it's a different ball game. But now actually Sortof still has a pretty damn good economy. Wow, for a second it really looked like MC was going to be able to take out everything there while barely losing anything. Now the Lings are going to come into the 3rd base. And this could actually be the curtain call for MC. He's just going to go for it, not going to try to come home and save it. Knows that he doesn't have time. So it's basically all going to come down to whether or not MC is going to be able to answer for these Broodlords, and I just don't. There are like more Broodlords than Stalkers on the map. I don't really see how it would be possible at this point. There are 9 Stalkers against 8 Broodlords and 7 Infestors. MC is going to need the engagement of a lifetime. Broodlords engaging. Fungals will land on most of these gateway units. Absolutely amazing fungal by Sortof. MC is going to get revealed as well. So these Lings might as well just clean everything up on the other side of the map. Huge fungals. Neural Parasite on Archons. And MC will tap out. Sortof, the Swede, our second non-Korean, will be joining us at the North American Star League Finals. We will have 4 Zergs, 3 Terrans,
1 Protoss,
and 1 Lonely Protoss, Liquid Hero. There's the bracket, guys.
Wow, our bracket is filled up, and we're going to get closer and closer to the conclusion of Season 4. These are the 8 guys that are going to be with us in Long Beach, California next week. Polt against Golden. What a TVZ. What a story Golden is as well. Well, I think Polt is the favorite. Tasia against Hero. We have a rematch, man, of the DreamHack Winter 2012 Open Final. Then we're going to have Violet against the Muslim. There are not many people out there who have as much history as these 2 guys have with each other. And last but not least, we got a ZVZ between Sortof and Hyun. And as crazy as it sounds, I think Sortof might have a shot.
He's got a shot. He definitely has a shot.
What an upset, man. This is, for me, this is the upset of the season, perhaps even. I mean, Lonely beating Hero was crazy, but that's regular season.
And it has minimal impact on anything.
Exactly. This is the playoffs. MC, a player who finished 2nd in our league, a player who finished 3rd in our league. Sortof, who just joined our league through the open bracket, took out Mana in the wildcards, now takes out MC in a very close and crazy 3-2 series. Wow, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, pretty incredible. Guys, we're going to play a very short commercial. We will wrap it up. Our final thoughts on the North American Star League playoffs and our final look forward to the North American Star League Finals when we get back.